What's up guys, Random Razor here with another tech video for you guys today. And today I bring you guys a quick unboxing and first impressions on Apple's new iPhone 5. Guys, so a quick unboxing and first impressions on Apple's new iPhone 5. There's tons of these videos on YouTube, but I just want to bring you guys, my little quick unboxing and opinion on it. But anyways, for those of you who ordered it online, it should come in this little packaging like so, and I did pre-order this and came here on launch day, so pretty excited to see what we get. But anyways, let's slice this thing open. The first thing we should be introduced with is the iPhone 5. This is of course the black model. I originally had the white model for the Forest until I sold it, of course, and that looks like that's pretty much all we get. So here's a quick look at the box here. Apple did go back to the all black look for the box here for the black iPhone models, and of course the white one would be all white. Got the iPhone 5 logo on the sides here, the Apple logo on the front and back, and this thing still feels cold from being outside. Of course, this is the 32GB model. Anyways, let's slice this part open. Okay, the seal has been broken. Let's see what we get. And of course, the first thing we're introduced with is the iPhone 5 itself. Again, obviously this is the black model here. Taking a look at the other stuff we get, of course we do have the manuals in this little Apple pouch. So we get the SIM eject tool, and of course our warranty guide, beginner's guide in French and English, at least for in Canada here, as well as the Apple stickers. Here's a little quick look at the quick start guide, which shows you what the iPhone has to offer in terms of features and software and functionality. Moving on to the final accessories that come with the iPhone 5, of course we have the mini USB charger here, as well as Apple's new lightning cable, and of course Apple's new earpods, which come with the iPhone 5 here. Taking a look at the earpods here, it's kind of nice that Apple does include this carrying case. Just makes it a lot more easier to carry them around, and of course protect your headphones from breaking or smashing and other stuff in your bag. Here's a little quick comparison of the two Apple headphones here. We have the original one from the previous generation, and of course the newest one, which is the earpods. You guys can see here Apple did dump the kind of rubber hybrid polycarbonate design, which is a good thing because the rubber material, they're pretty notorious for coming off. Anyways, the speaker has moved from kind of a flat surface to a more concentrated surface here, if that makes any sense. But the idea is that the sound is more directed into your ear, and of course you get the sound quality is supposedly better, but I can't really show you on video, of course. The remote here has also changed a little bit in terms of design. It's a lot more smooth and streamlined. And of course the rest of the cable is essentially the same thing. Also taking a quick look at Apple's new Lightning connector, there's a couple changes. First, the obvious change is that the 30-pin connector has been replaced with Apple's new Lightning connector here. I think this is a really nice move for Apple. The 30-pin connector has been out since the third generation iPod, which was released in 2003. It's been roughly around 9 years, so it's kind of time for Apple to move on with something smaller and more efficient. But anyways, this works both ways, so you can plug it in this way or this way, which makes it a lot more, I guess, convenient to use. Alright, so here's the iPhone 5 itself. You guys see here, I do have it hooked up to my MacBook right now to sync it up and get it all ready and stuff, which I think is pretty much done. But anyways, over my first impressions, the iPhone 5 is definitely a pretty nice new design for Apple. If you compare the iPhone 5 with the iPhone 4S and hold it in both your hands, one of the biggest differences you will see is that the iPhone 5 is significantly lighter than the iPhone 4S. Not just incremental, but you can actually feel that it's a lot more lighter. And even though it's lighter, you can definitely tell that it's still a pretty solid device and your traditional Apple quality product. And of course, for the first time in Apple's iPhone history, Apple did finally increase the screen size of the iPhone 5. Although they did increase it width-wise, they didn't increase it with the height, adding an extra row of icons on the top here. Considering the Android devices, all of them have 4-inch screens and they're really big. It's kind of nice that Apple did make their screen a lot more bigger, and of course keeping the quality of the Retina display. The other thing, of course, that Apple did major with the iPhone 5 is that they did increase the screen size to add pretty much an extra row of icons on the home screen here. Not only that, you also get more screen real estate, so if you're typing up notes or if you're texting, you can see more content on those particular programs. One of the new things with the iPhone 5 is that for the past few generations, Apple offered both black and white, but what they haven't really done is anything with the bezel. For the first time, Apple included an all-black bezel, which kind of defeats the previous iPhones with the chrome or silver bezel, and it actually looks really nice. It gives a lot, like what people have been saying, a stealth kind of look, but it gives it a lot more, one solid color rather than something contrasting over the other. It definitely looks really nice. A lot of people complain that the black iPhone scratches more easily. Both the white iPhone and black iPhone do scratch, can scratch equally, I'd say, but the only difference of course is that you will notice it more with the black one since you're scraping over the black finish and into the silver metal underneath. With the white iPhone, you don't notice as much because it doesn't have a black coating on, but nonetheless, that's what people have been complaining about. But that's why it seems more obvious with the black iPhone. In terms of speed and performance, the iPhone 5 does seem a little bit more snappier like every other generation, of course, and it's nothing in terms of the user experience. If you're coming from a 4S to a 5, in terms of experience, it doesn't really feel that much different. It's still iOS. It's not going to feel like something revolutionary or new, but it's nice to have kind of refreshed design, and of course you still get the upgraded specs such as better camera, and of course a larger screen, and a few other minor changes. But for those who have an iPhone 4S, I wouldn't say it's going to be that different from upgrading to the 5 from my personal experience. Of course, I'm a YouTuber, so I did want to keep up with technology to give more videos for you guys, but nonetheless, I wouldn't say it's completely worth it, but for those of you who have the iPhone 4S, you're not really missing a whole lot. Overall, guys, my first impressions on the iPhone 4S, it's definitely pretty positive. It's nice that Apple did, revamp the look a little bit. Kind of like this kind of, aluminum back cover here. I generally prefer the glass, mainly because the glass is a lot more protective material. It doesn't scratch as easily as metal, but nonetheless, it's kind of nice, refreshed design, and definitely the thinner design and, just the lighter phone, it's definitely pretty significant. But anyways, do I recommend the iPhone 5? If this is going to be your first iPhone, you're coming from a 3GS or iPhone 4, it might be worth it. It's definitely something new to try and definitely recommend it. For those of you with the iPhone 4S, as I mentioned earlier, it might not be really worth it because in terms of the overall user experience, I don't think it's that much different. But anyways, that's my little quick video on the iPhone 5 here. It's a pretty awesome device. Again, this is the 32 black model. Obviously here you can get 16, 32, or 64. I got 32 mainly because I store a lot of media on here, but nonetheless I think 64 is a little bit extensive since most of that stuff or the bigger files like videos is on my computer. But anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and that's my little quick first impressions and unboxing of Apple's new iPhone 5.